Hello and welcome to another edition of The Strike.
Hello everybody, it's me Ross and welcome to another edition of The Strike Invitational. And well, we have a massive head-to-head here. We have Matt, aka Bono, and good old David as they test their knowledge on town and can they get to the grand final. I want to go over to Matt first. How are you feeling going into this battle with David?
Well, you know what? I spoke to the gaffer a few days ago, and he gave me some absolutely fantastic ideas. I've met the lads, great facilities, and I just can't wait to get going.
Well, cliches of all cliches. David, over to you. How are you feeling going on against Matt in this head-to-head?
It's the training ground that has really sort of taken my fancy. That's why I've signed the 8-year contract. That and the history. You know, the history of some of that turf is just amazing. But it's I've taken my normal training regime in, which is pint and a cup of fags.
Love it. And the Alan Pardew deal is now finished, isn't it? At Newcastle, it's now signed that 8-year deal.
Possibly,
yeah. It was a long deal. I'm bringing that 8-year little cliche there.
Why on earth would you? I mean, you wouldn't give Alan Pardew more than an 8-minute contract, would you?
Not really. I think he was last seen in Holland, wasn't he? He was managing in Holland. I think
loosely.
I think Jordan Spence joined him at that club. But anyway, enough of that. We've got 5 questions. We've got a tiebreaker if needed. David versus Matt. Let's get into it. Question 1 is on Titus Bramble. Also played at Newcastle. He made his town debut, though, against who in 1998? We have got options. Was it Wolves, Portsmouth, or Sheffield United? And I'll quickly get up the result as you guys write down your answer. It was actually a win. 2-1 win. Samasia Boo and Richard Naylor scored.
Samasia Boo.
2-1.
Portsmouth, Wolves, or Sheffield United?
Yes, it was a 2-1 win. Love it. Okay. Show me your answer when you're both ready, and we'll get into who will get the first point. Or could you both get a point? So here we go. Show me the answer. Wolves, Sheffield United. And the correct answer is Sheffield United. It was a 2-1 win at Bramall Lane. So Matt.
And then it's just because I keep thinking about Sheffield United. I thought, no, it won't be Sheffield United. Should have followed my gut.
It's early days, though, David. It's early days. It's 1-0 to Matt. Question 2 is on good old Ian Marshall, the man with the mullet. And he shaved it off for one season. I think that's when he stopped scoring. But how many goals did he score in 97 games for the Blues? Was he prolific? I know he scored like 5 goals in his first 5 games. I think he scored in his debut, then scored again. So yeah, did he go on to score more goals after that in 97 games for the Blues? Ian Marshall. Did you like him, David, when he played, or weren't you really watching town much then?
No, I was watching it. I thought he was a bit of a lumbering lump. Really, it was like a downgrade on what was read before. I mean, in hindsight, now, yeah, you'd want him around, but at the time, we mocked.
Hi, Ian, if you're watching. But yeah, so show us the answers, guys. 97 games. Did he score a lot of goals? Let's see. 27, 35. And the correct answer is 38. So Matt makes it 2-0. There we go. David, it's still early doors, though. Do not worry. Question 3.
This is sort of sudden death now, because if I lose...
Yeah, it's sudden death.
It's not really early doors.
No, it's
the 88th minute now, isn't it?
Pretty much. And question 3 is maybe on Matt's. This is probably a perfect answer or question for him. The question is on Adrian Paz. Now, Adrian Paz is from which country? I don't think Matt even needs an option, but these are the options anyway, David. Is it Peru, Uruguay, or Argentina? Adrian Paz signed the same as Tarico, where Matt has got a shirt. I haven't done that as a reason. I didn't actually know he had a Tarico shirt before this question. This was a question. But anyway, I want to get David a show first. Uruguay is Uruguay. So it's 3-1. David could still get in this. David could still got a chance here. And question 4 is on David's favourite manager. John Duncan. How many games did John Duncan win for Town? 150 games. So there we go. 3-1 going into question 4. David needs to get this right. Can he get to the correct answer? Closest to the correct answer. John Duncan. Could he surprise? Because 150 games. Is that a lot for a manager? That's not really much, is it, really? Not many games,
It's like
really.
3 seasons, isn't it?
3 seasons, something like that. 3 terrible seasons. Mid-table seasons. Were you alive, Matt, when John Duncan was in charge? Did you watch any of his team's games?
Oh, was John Duncan the manager after Bobby Ferguson?
Yeah. Before John Lyle.
Yeah.
Before I was. When was he manager? 84 to 80.
No, 80s. Bobby Ferguson left at the end of the 86, 87 season, so it was 88 through 90-ish.
Yeah, I was alive. I was born in 81. I know I don't look it, but yeah, I wasn't. I didn't follow Ipswich then.
Okay. Well, I'll get. Actually, I'll start with you, Matt. You show me your answer first, and then okay, 62. Okay, what is David going to go for? 54. Let me just quickly get the correct answer up. Surprisingly,
I think it's about 32%.
it's actually more. It's 65. 65. Not 65%, it's 65 wins. So, Matt, you're through to the grand final. David, you didn't get whitewashed, my friend, but it's disappointing to see you knocked out.
Watch his life.
Well played, David. Well played. It's a shame one of us had to go home.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
It's one of those quirks of the fixture list, isn't it? That throws these things up. There'll be sort of a tie involving minnows somewhere, just sort of going. Well, at least it's 2 conference sides playing each other and can go through.
Absolutely.
One might suggest match fixing, but I wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah, we won't talk about your first round tie, Matt, because now you're in the grand final. A lot of people will be doing a lot of question marks. Should you be allowed to be there? But you've beaten David here, fair and square.
You got to beat the best to win the Strike Invitational. So, yeah, it's all good. But well played.
I'm permanently astounded by how well John Duncan did. Whenever you see those tables, because he was shit and we hated him, and. It's the only manager I've ever stood outside and protested and wanted someone sacked. And every time you see the tables of win percentages, he's sort of up here somewhere, and you go, how is that possible? Yeah, anyway.
We've had Paul Jewell and Roy Keane and Paul Hurst, Paul Lambert since then, so it's probably why. Yeah, probably why. But there we go then. Thank you very much for watching as ever. David, Matt, it's been a pleasure as well, and we're back for another edition of the Strike Invitational very soon.